Hey guys, I'm going to talk about my converted Parasite of Mortrex. This model is basically the only thing that I haven't converted yet, so I just decided to just randomly make one. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk about for this model, so I'm just going to start with like the base. And it was basically just like, I got it off eBay, so the base was already based and had the thing on it, so I didn't really make the base, I just kind of painted it. It was just painted bleached bone, and then dry brushed mithril silver, and then dry brushed again with bolt gunmetal, and then just put wash on it. And the little thing on the bottom, like the little gene stealer thingy, was like scab red and vomit brown and snakebite leather highlights. And that was basically the base. And the little stand thing is just like this little wooden dowly thing I found, and I just got like a drill and drilled a hole in it so the smaller piece of wood could fit in it, because I didn't think that just having one small teeny tiny piece of dowly would really hold it. I was afraid it was gonna like snap too easily, so I like made the bottom half of it like bigger. Doesn't look very good though. I don't like it. But yeah, so as you might know, it was like from a warrior. I just kind of took the tail off and turned it around, as most people usually do. And then I just found like some random curved pieces and just kind of glued them on to make the tail. And the end of it was a gargoyle tail. I had like a bunch of them lying around after my Shrikes conversion, where I pulled the wings off the gargoyles and used them for the Shrikes. So I had like a bunch of wingless gargoyles lying around, so I just cut the tail off one and then gave it to the Parasite of Mortrex. But on the like little blade thing at the end, I just kind of like took it off and glued it in the opposite direction, so it kind of like went with the tail. And then the wings is probably the biggest thing you care about, because like that's the most like wanted piece in most conversions for tyrannids, and it's just like from the Chaos Space Marines Possessed Space Marine box, where it's like the 5 of the Possessed Marines. That's just like the wings backpack thing it came in. I just kind of cut the wings off and threw away the backpack, and then just kind of glued them on. Pretty simple. And then the mandibles is just some random spikes I found from, I think it was from the Moloch kit. It's like the Moloch kit gives you a lot of spikes and like random pieces that can be used for other conversions. So it's like a double win because you get a Trigon and the extra models, or the extra bits. The things on the back, I don't really know what they're called. They're just kind of, they were from the Trigon kit as well. It's kind of obvious though, because like if you see a Trigon, it's kind of resembles it. And then the tongue is just like, I cut the tongue off and just glued on like one of the little flush hook things from the 4th edition Biomorph, where like you'd usually glue them onto the chest, but I just like took a really long one and just like glued it onto his tongue. I think that's about it. That's mostly it, yeah. So that's just a conversion. I'll probably talk about either my converted Shrikes, which aren't isn't that much to talk about. They're like reasonably simple conversions, or I'll talk about my terrain effects, because I actually made that to be used in game, but it's like worth way too many points. In most games, it just sits around and shoots. Half the time, it just misses all its shots. But yeah, that's the Parasite of Mortrex. Took me like maybe like 3 days to make him or something, but I didn't really spend a lot of time on him. Like every day, I'd be like, okay, glue on one wing and like one scything talon, and that'll be it. Because I didn't want to like glue too much on him, because it would start to get like really like dangerous, because I was afraid I was gonna like knock one of the wings off because I had to wait for them to glue on fully. So that's mostly why it took 3 days. But if you had like fast drying glue or something, it wouldn't take that long. But yeah.